Hello and welcome back to Come Deliverance. I am gonna see if we can try out the new the Ash from the Ashes DLC. So but I need to talk to you.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
What's happened to this
Can I be
place?
of service to you, Sir Divish? I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
Locator?
What's a locator?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
You're planning to settle it?
You're planning to resettle the village?
Yes,
Why Pribyslavitz of all places?
because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havelmetic years ago. It's about time that changed.
Well, it should be safe there now.
Oh
We trounced
god.
that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's why I sent my master locator there. However, he should have been back long since.
If you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed. But I'd be happier if you checked it out.
Lost in the woods.
See you later.
Okay, so let's hope we get a quest, because I've heard about people, hopefully it doesn't happen to me, that people have not been getting the quest. So, let's check. Lost in the woods, here we go. Thank God for that. Okay, no, we're not at your service, we're doing Lost in the Woods.
God save you, Henry.
God save me, God save you too. I am even higher than I should be, thank you.
Yeah.
Chickens move. So, where is the thing? It's rightfully down there. How far is it? Oh, you just fast travel there. It will be easy enough to do. Dun, 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 dun. And seems like there's no problems. Don't know how quick the recording's going to be, because I don't know what exactly you have to do in this DLC. But it's going to be completely fun. We're going to be apparently rebuilding this place and everything.
Yeah.
So let's go and find him. Where could he be? Welcome to the ruins of the battlefield that was literally in my last recording, which wasn't long ago. Hello. Oh, hello.
Hey, who's that?
Who's there? Hey! Who's there? What's that?
Oh, God.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, you're bandits. Well, there's no...
Hey, who's there? Get going while you still have legs.
Who's there?
Ah, shit.
What's that?
Bring it on.
Go!
Yeah.
Is that all you got?
Jesus Christ! Alla Dopradele!
What's the matter? Come on.
You're dead. Your end is nigh. Got weak at the knees, have you?
Excuse me. Ooh. Oh.
Is that all you?
Ooh, my attacks are getting stronger. Oh god. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Uh-oh. Loot the bandit. Loot the bandits. I'm actually surprised I actually managed to defeat them without much of a hassle. But maybe it's because my strength and everything's getting up. I don't know. Armor kit. Repair, repair, repair. And me weapon kits. And me tailors. Tailor. Oh god damn it. Go to the tailor. There we go. I don't think there's anyone else. I say that, there's someone else, isn't there?
So, it's all clear to me now.
Boys, who are you? You've no business here.
I'm Henry, and I was expecting to find you here.
What? How could you?
Sir Divish's locator went missing around these parts.
Well...
Yes, after me killing 3 of your friends.
Divish ought to send someone better than you to parley.
He didn't send me to parley, he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it? There's plenty of us, and you're on your own. So I'd think twice about how you're gonna deal with that.
Let him go, right now. Or you can stay here and feed the crows, like the rabble who were here before you.
Alright. No need to be hasty, eh? Oh, we'll be on our way then. Quietly. That fella's in the tent over there.
Are you gonna realise that there's already some of you guys dead? Ooh, food. Nom nom nom. Oh, he's here.
Me.
Aren't I? Fighting Sir Divish.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you, and it looks like I arrived just in time.
God's truth.
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
My name is Marius Belek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to see.
Hello, Master Locator.
The outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived, and so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Come along with me if you like. We'll report to Sir Divish afterwards.
I'd rather skip it. Nah, let's go
I'll
with him.
escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
Go on, mate.
What is it?
this is a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have one. It'll be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here. The church is still standing. Good. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though.
It's my horse you just walked through. Yeah, don't mind the body. Where are you taking me?
We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here. Maybe a baker's? There's quite a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here.
Ooh.
Main approach road and the stream.
What do you think?
This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon it would make sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source.
Aha. So far we have a lot of positives.
Supplies and trade will flow through here.
Oh, where else are they meant to flow? Are we taking the right? Yes, we are. Is that a mushroom? It's a sort of mushroom.
I can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere.
I mean, with all the wood that we have around us, I don't think we're going to need that.
stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream.
How much more do you need to do? You gotta be at least done by now. Unless you're going to the human camp and telling me that we could train troops here or whatnot. Then that would be interesting. What are you gonna tell me, huh? Huh?
Lots of space here.
No shit. Like, what can it be used for? Huh? That's the main thing I want to know.
There's a well here already. All the better.
Wait, this is a well? This can't be a well, surely. It's a bit of a shit well. So, I'm guessing we don't need to build a well. Those things just appeared there.
Clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn.
Oh, you're gonna use this as an inn? Bet the inn would generate me money.
That's that then. The most essential surveying is done.
Uh-huh. Took a long fucking time.
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything?
Yes, absolutely.
But building a whole
Woohoo.
village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it. Which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course.
Haha.
We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
Huh, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divish?
Why wait? I'll head to Talmberg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long.
Hopefully I don't actually have to wait. Like, it would just cut to like a cutscene or something. I mean, that would be a lot more helpful. Will it?
My lord,
Oh,
welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir.
I drove them off.
They didn't look all that tough, so I put a bit of pressure on them and they took to their heels.
You were outnumbered and you scared them off?
Ah, they were greenhorns. I think they may have been a bit intimidated by me.
Let's hope they don't try anything like that again.
I'm quite sure they won't, sir.
Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
Layout of the village.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction
doesn't look
will be
like it.
required.
That's to be expected.
Water.
There's a stream here, and a well right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The
Ooh.
village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here. So there will be other buildings away from the square. In particular, more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forest for agricultural land and build more farmhouses. But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
Okay. Won't it cost a lot?
Rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
That much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price, but raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
Who will be living and working here?
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad, but it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors, more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir.
Hey,
I've also
some
been
new
concerned
people.
about how to bring settlers here. But now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
It'll be a lovely village.
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds. And we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
No.
Yes, sir.
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of Bailiff of the Hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My
Me?
lord, it's a great honor. Thank you.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Me? But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect you'll manage it just fine.
Thanks for looking into my purse and seeing the
And I
34,000
am
fucking
assigning you
gold
certain
coins I've
specific
got.
tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential artisans' buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir? It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rete bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must...
I'll try not to because I don't want to lose this. If I lose this, then I'll lose the DLC.
Is prepared.
So I don't want that.
Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.